Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you are learning English and you want to speak more naturally without stopping to translate every word in your head, then you're in the right place.
That's right. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how you can stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. This is one of the biggest challenges for English learners. Many people study English for years, but when they try to speak, they freeze or they take too long to answer. Why? Because they are thinking in their native language first and then translating into English.
Exactly, and I understand that it's a normal process. At the beginning, it's natural to think in your language first, but if you want to speak fluently and confidently, you have to train your brain to think directly in English. It takes time, but it's possible. And the good news is, we're going to show you how to do it, step by step.
Before we start, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you want more helpful English learning content like this. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, leave us a review. It helps more people find us.
Yes, and thank you to everyone who's already supporting the channel. We really appreciate you. Okay, Jimmy, let's begin with the most common mistake. What's the first problem people have when they try to speak English naturally?
The first problem is thinking too much. Many learners want to say a sentence, but they stop to think about grammar, vocabulary, and the translation of each word. This creates pressure and stress. For example, if I want to say, "I'm going to the store," a learner might first think, "Okay, how do I say I in English? How do I say go? What's the word for store?" By the time they say the sentence, the conversation has already moved on.
That's so true, and this overthinking comes from the fear of making mistakes. People want to speak perfectly, but that's not realistic. Even native speakers make mistakes. So the first tip is relax, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Your goal is communication, not perfection.
Yes, that's such an important mindset. You don't have to speak like a native. You just need to express your ideas clearly and confidently. And here's another tip. Use simple English. Don't try to speak like a textbook. Use short, clear sentences that you already know well. For example, say, "I like pizza," instead of, "Pizza is a culinary delight I greatly enjoy." Keep it real and natural.
I love that. And another thing I always tell my students is to practice with common phrases. For example, learn simple expressions like, "How are you? What do you do? Where are you from? And can you help me?" These are used in daily conversation all the time. When you practice them often, you stop translating and start responding automatically.
That's a great point. Think of it like building blocks. These common phrases are your tools. You don't have to create new sentences every time. Just use the ones you know. And the more you hear and repeat them, the faster your brain will recognize them. No translation needed.
Exactly. Repetition is key. So another way to stop translating is to listen to a lot of English every day. This can be podcasts like ours, YouTube videos, simple English movies, or even songs. The more English you hear, the more familiar it becomes. You start to understand the meaning without translating, just like how you learned your first language.
Yes, and here's a small exercise you can try. Every morning, choose 3 simple sentences in English. For example, "I am brushing my teeth," "I am drinking coffee," and "It's sunny outside." Say them while you do the action. This helps your brain connect English to real life, not to your native language.
That's such a useful tip, Jimmy, and it's something anyone can do. You can also try to describe your day in English. For example, "I woke up at 7. I ate breakfast. I went to work." You don't need to write a long story. Just speak out loud in simple English. And don't worry if it's not perfect. The goal is fluency, not grammar.
Right, and when you don't know a word, don't stop and look it up. Try to explain it using other words. For example, if you don't remember the word refrigerator, you can say the cold box where I keep food. This is a powerful way to train your brain to think in English and become more independent when you speak.
I really like that idea. It teaches you to be flexible and creative. And another great exercise is to talk to yourself in English. I know it sounds strange, but it really works. For example, while cooking, you can say, I am cutting the onions. Now I am adding oil. The food smells good. This helps you use English in context and build your confidence.
That's right. Talking to yourself is free and you can do it anytime. It's like a gym for your English brain. And over time, it becomes natural. You'll notice that English words come faster. You won't need to stop and think so much.
Yes, and remember, learning to think in English is a habit. You don't need to study for hours. Just practice every day, even for 10 minutes. Be patient and kind to yourself. You are making progress every time you try.
We're going to talk more about that habit building process in a moment, and we'll share some great daily routines you can follow. But before we continue, if you're enjoying this episode, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to our channel. We're here to help you grow and speak English with confidence.
Yes, and let us know in the comments, do you try to think in English? What's the hardest part for you? We read every comment and we love hearing from you. Okay, Jimmy, let's keep going.
So, as we were saying, building the habit of thinking in English is not about studying harder. It's about practicing smarter. And that means adding English into your daily life in small, easy ways. You don't need to wait until you're sitting at your desk with a grammar book. You can practice anytime, anywhere.
Exactly. And one of my favorite methods is to name objects around you in English. For example, you can look around your room and say, this is a chair, that is a lamp, I see a book, my phone is on the table. It's such a simple activity, but it keeps your brain working in English. You stop thinking in your language and you start seeing your world in English words.
That's a great tip, and it really works. Another useful activity is using your phone in English. Change the language settings to English. Set your apps and your phone system to English. This forces you to read and understand in English every day, and it becomes automatic after a while.
Yes, and when you start to get used to this new environment, your brain stops translating because it doesn't need to. It just recognizes and understands. It's the same when you watch videos in English, especially videos made for English learners, like this podcast. Try to listen without subtitles first. If that's too difficult, use English subtitles. Avoid using subtitles in your own language if possible.
That's a really good point. And when you listen, try to focus on the rhythm and flow of the conversation. Don't stop the video every time you don't understand something. Try to guess from the context. Later, you can go back and check the meaning if needed, but in the beginning, the goal is to keep listening, like how children learn.
Yes, that's very powerful. And speaking of listening, one thing I love to do is shadowing. It's a technique where you listen to a short sentence and repeat it immediately, almost like an echo. For example, I hear, I'm going to the park, and I say right after, I'm going to the park. It's fast and it helps train your mouth and brain to move together in English.
Oh yes, shadowing is one of the best ways to speak more naturally. At first, it feels strange or even difficult, but after a few days, your pronunciation and speed improve a lot. Try this with TV shows, podcasts, or even YouTube videos. Just repeat what you hear, even if you don't understand every word. It's okay.
And that brings us to another very important idea. Stop worrying about understanding everything. When you're a beginner, it's okay to miss some words. Focus on the main idea. Focus on what the person is trying to say. Your brain will slowly fill in the gaps with time and practice.
Yes, that's something so many learners need to hear. You don't need to understand 100% to have a good conversation. You can ask for help, you can ask someone to repeat, or just smile and keep going. Communication is more important than being perfect.
Exactly. And when you start to think this way, something changes. You stop feeling afraid and you start feeling more free. You're not stuck in your head translating all the time. You're just talking, sharing, and connecting in English.
Right, and connection is the real goal. You want to connect with people through language. That's why we're not focusing on long grammar lessons today. We're focusing on real, natural English, the kind of English people actually speak.
And if you want to learn that kind of English, one of the best ways is to have short conversations every day. They don't need to be long. Even 5 minutes of speaking practice can help you a lot. You can speak with a language partner, a tutor, or even practice with yourself.
Yes, even talking to your dog in English counts. The important thing is using the language in real situations. That's how you move from translating in your head to thinking directly in English. It's about using English as a tool, not just something you study in a book.
Exactly. And don't forget, confidence comes from practice. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll never start. Just begin, even if you feel nervous or shy. Every mistake is a lesson. Every conversation is a small step forward.
That's a beautiful message, Sarah. And I want to add, enjoy the process. Language learning can be fun. You can play games, listen to songs, watch funny videos, or even try to tell jokes in English. When learning is fun, your brain learns faster. You feel more relaxed, and the words start to flow more naturally.
Yes, make English a part of your life, not just something you study once a week. Add it to your daily routine. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Describe what you're doing. Think in English while walking or cooking. It's these small daily habits that create big changes over time.
I love that. So let's summarize a few tips for our listeners. Practice speaking every day, even alone. Repeat common phrases and use simple English. Listen to natural English every day. Shadow short sentences to improve your fluency. Name things around you in English. Use English in your daily life, phone, notes, apps. And don't worry about perfection. Focus on connection.
That's a great list, Jimmy. And remember, if you're enjoying this episode, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support what we do, and we want to keep creating content that helps you become a confident English speaker.
And if you want more speaking exercises, we have plenty of videos on our channel to help you. You can find pronunciation drills, daily English conversations, and more episodes like this one. So check those out after this podcast.
All right, we're going to continue in just a moment. In the next part, we'll share a full practice routine you can follow every day to train your brain to think in English and how to track your progress so you can see your improvement. Ready, Jimmy?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, let's talk about something very practical now. You've learned the mindset, you understand the importance of thinking in English, and you know some powerful techniques. But now it's time for a daily routine, something you can follow every single day to train your brain and improve your speaking naturally.
Yes, we're going to share a simple routine that takes just 20 to 30 minutes a day, and you can adjust it to your schedule. It doesn't matter if you're a student, working full-time, or a busy parent, you can do this. The key is consistency. Let's go step by step.
Step 1 is input, listening. Start your day with 5 to 10 minutes of listening to English. Choose something simple and clear, like this podcast or a video with slow English. Don't try to understand every word, just relax and listen. Your brain needs to hear the rhythm and flow of the language.
Yes. Step 2 is shadowing, repeating. After listening, choose a short section, maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. Play it again and repeat each sentence right after the speaker. Try to copy their pronunciation, rhythm, and tone. You're not just saying the words, you're training your mouth and brain to speak English naturally.
Yes, Even just 5 minutes of shadowing per day can make a big difference. Now, step 3 is speaking out loud, self-talk. This is where you talk about your day in English. For example, say, I'm going to work now. I feel tired, but I'm ready. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. Speak naturally and don't worry if your sentences are simple. The important part is using English to express real thoughts.
Exactly. And if you don't know how to say something, just find another way. For example, if you don't know the word for wallet, you can say, the thing I keep my money in. This teaches your brain to think flexibly in English without stopping for translation.
Step 4 is writing a few sentences. Yes, even writing can help your speaking. At the end of your day, write 3 or 4 simple sentences about what you did. For example, I cooked pasta for lunch. I watched a movie. I talked to my friend. This helps you review your day and build useful vocabulary.
And finally, step 5 is review and repeat. Look at the new words or phrases you used. Say them out loud again. Think about where you had problems and where you felt confident. This reflection helps you see your progress and also reminds you that learning is a journey.
That's such a great routine, Jimmy. And remember, if you do this every day, even for just 20 minutes, you will notice big improvements in a few weeks. The words will come faster, your confidence will grow, and one day you'll realize you're not translating in your head anymore. You're thinking in English.
That's such a good feeling, isn't it? When English stops feeling like a foreign language and starts feeling natural. I remember when one of my students told me, Jimmy, I was dreaming in English last night. That's when you know your brain is changing.
Yes, I've had students tell me that too. It's amazing. And it doesn't happen because they studied grammar all day. It happens because they lived with English every day. That's the real secret. Make English a part of your life.
Exactly. Let English be something you do for fun. Watch funny videos, follow English-speaking creators on social media, listen to music you enjoy. The more you enjoy it, the faster you learn. Learning doesn't have to be boring or stressful.
And don't forget the power of connection. Try to speak with real people. You can find language exchange partners online or join conversation groups. Even speaking once a week with someone can boost your fluency and confidence a lot.
Yes, and remember, it's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to make mistakes. Every time you try, you're improving. Every time you speak, you're becoming stronger. Don't compare yourself to others. Just focus on your own progress.
Exactly. And we're here with you. We believe in you. If you're watching or listening to this podcast right now, it means you care about your English. You're already doing the right thing.
Before we finish, let's go over the most important takeaways from this episode. Stop translating. Start thinking in English with small steps. Practice daily. Listening, shadowing, speaking out loud, writing, and reviewing. Use simple English. Don't try to sound perfect, just be clear. Make English part of your real life. Use it in daily activities. Have fun, stay consistent, and celebrate your small wins.
That's such a great summary, Jimmy. And one last reminder for everyone. Don't give up. If you keep practicing, you will see results. It might be slow at first, but then suddenly, everything becomes easier.
Absolutely. And if you enjoyed this episode, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. Tell us, what's one thing you're going to start doing today to think in English?
We read every comment, and we love hearing from you. You're not alone on this journey. We're learning together, step by step.
Thanks again for joining us today. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care and speak English with confidence.